So I know what you're thinking. Of all the people you would pick to defend the world against extraterrestrial invasion, I would be your number one guy, right? Right? I'm pretty sure that you all agree with me. Hey everybody, this is Smacksby. We are playing XCOM Enemy Unknown. I love this game and I want to play through it again before I actually go ahead and play XCOM 2. Because it came out like a year ago and I haven't touched it yet. We're playing at normal difficulty. And we are playing with Ironman enabled, which means basically I have one save file, and if I die, or any of my squad members die, or I make a huge mistake, it's permanent. So there'll be no save scumming, there'll be no going back to old files. All of my mistakes are now permanent, as of now. So let's begin. Well, that guy's not coming back in XCOM 2.
You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense.
Cool, no pressure.
Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed.
No pressure at all. So there's a lot of schools of thought over where the best starting location is to play a game of XCOM. I always pick Africa, and here's my logic. So, North America, all your aircraft and weapons cost 50% less to purchase, build, and maintain. Europe, your labs cost 50% less to build and maintain. Asia, all your projects and the foundry and officer training schools cost half. And South America, autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. Now, these three are all discounts. They will cut your costs for certain individual things. However, Africa basically cuts all your costs by 30% because you get 30% more funding. So you're getting savings across the board. South America, autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. Now that does speed things up a lot. But in my experience, like, the autopsies and interrogations only take a couple of days anyway, and when you've got enough scientists to do those, it speeds it up pretty quick anyway. So that's never really been a big issue. I always go for Africa because basically you're getting more money right at the door, and even in the late game, when you've got your satellite network up and running, and you've got a lot of coverage across the planet, you're just getting more bang for your buck for every single satellite, and you can funnel that into basically anything you need. Better weapons, armor, expanding the ant farm, as it were. I always think if you're a less experienced player, Africa's always a safe bet as somewhere to start. Obviously, if you have played the game before and you have a specific kind of playthrough you like, or you have things you want to rush at the start, North America, Europe, Asia, all fine choices. South America, I always think is a little bit less useful than the others. But anyway, that's just my opinion as someone who's played a fair amount of XCOM in their time. Not as much as other people on YouTube maybe, but a fair amount. Anyway, I'm going to go with Africa because I think it really is the best starting location for my playstyle, which is build up all of the armor and weapons as fast as humanly possible, so as not to have a bunch of dead squaddies every 5 minutes. So yeah, I always go with Africa, so I'm going to pick that. One last note about the format of this series. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one mission per episode. But I'll play the mission at the start of the episode and then do all the base management stuff at the end so that I could just jump right into the next mission pretty much right away. It also means that I can bulk make videos, so I'm not having to constantly make another episode every day and constantly do a bunch of stuff. I might change that up as I go, but this is the way I think is going to work out best for me with my schedule. So I hope that's cool. Let's get into it. I'm really not a fan of this map here. I gotta be honest with you. But anyway, we got a squad of rookies, and we're gonna make the best of it. So, I tend to like dashing my first move, especially when it comes to these big open maps. So I'm going to dash my first team member over there. And we see there's nothing that's going to be within our immediate sight. So we're probably not going to see anything this turn. So I can now freely just put people into cover. Especially in the early turns, I really like having as many of my people in cover as possible. Because, you know, in later turns, you might have the opportunity to leave people out of cover for better tactical positioning. But it's less useful in the early turns when you don't know where anything is yet. Or you don't have any idea where anything is yet. So I'm just going to start moving people up behind here. I'm going to spread out a little bit because the last thing I want to do is have too small a front and then get flanked. Because that's how the sectoids start killing you. You know? I don't like that at all. So I am going to dash this person up here. And we're going to have a front on that side. I'm going to sweep around the right hand side. Meanwhile, I'm going to check this building.
Got something over here.
Oh, we have contact. Alright, so I'm probably not going to have line of sight to shoot any of them this turn. So we are just going to get into Overwatch here. And hope we don't get killed. Having done that now, I really think that might have been a little bit too aggressive a move for this early. So I feel a little bit bad about that. But yeah, we're okay. We'll live. So we got line of sight on this guy over here. I don't have anyone else who's going to be able to move in. Unless, no, I can move Malikov over here. And he's going to get a flanking shot. Always take a flanking shot before you take a regular shot. Because you're just getting better odds. So I'll probably take that shot in a second. But I also like to move people before I shoot in an open situation like this. When I'm not got a lot of alien aggro. But in this case, I am going to take this shot here. Let's see what it does. So that's a complete mess. Okay, that's a pain. That is a pain. So I'm going to move this guy up here, cover this flank. I'll probably put him on Overwatch, but we'll wait to decide that in a second. And then I'm going to move Hunter here up to cover this part. So nothing's going to come around here and sneak up on us. And nothing's going to come up here and sneak up on us. So now I can be free to just take the shot here. It's not great odds, but I would always prefer to take a shot over not taking a shot. Actually, no. Now that I think about that sentence, that is a lie. Anything less than 50%, unless I'm in the most dire of circumstances, I would rather Overwatch than take a shot. So actually, yeah, I've completely changed my mind on that. I'm sorry that I lied to you. And okay, so this was the thing I was concerned about with this map, is that the starting location is very stretched. So things like this can happen. So that's good, at least he's moved into cover there. That would have been really bad otherwise. Okay, that was fine. We can live with a mess. So you're panicked. So you're useless to me. Now I need to rethink my fronts here. Move you in a position down here. I'll move you in a position to full cover here. Now done. I really need better than 25%. So I am going to move a little closer. Still in full cover. Ah, and I've triggered an Overwatch.
It's raining death over here.
Oh, and he's busted the cover. Oh, that is problematic. Oh dear. Wow. I really already screwed the pooch here. So I'm gonna need to pull back. Some sort of cover. I can't take a shot. I'm going to hope that this right flank is a little bit more clear. And I'm going to move in a cover here. It's only half. But There's no way I can't start sacrificing people now. Although having said that, in my opinion, if you're going to make really big sweeping sacrifices, you want to be doing it when they are at this rank, when they're just rookies, because you've not already pumped a bunch of time and resources into their training and everything. So it's not like later on in the game when you lose a corporal, it's literally the end of the world because you've trained them from the beginning. If you're going to lose anybody, you might as well lose them now when you're not attached to them and you haven't put so much work into them. So I'm just going to overwatch everybody else here. He's still panicked. I can't do anything else with him. Let's just see what the sectoids do to me now. So by the sound of that, someone's done one of those telepathic link moves. Oh, that's great. That's cool. Now he's moved out of cover, so I can actually get a flanking shot on him now. I say he and him a lot. I don't know if these aliens really have a concept of gender. Oh, crap. Okay, this is going to be a problem. First off, Dunn's out here on their own, and there's no one who's going to be in any position to help. You've got 45% to hit. That's not great. No one else really has a better shot. Let's move you up. You can overwatch. Now you have got to take a shot on someone. 58%, 45. So this one's going to be my better shot. But what I want to do is I want to move Dunn up here, and then I can get that flanking shot, which gives me 79% to hit. Excellent. Taking one down. Now that doesn't leave me in an ideal position, but it does take some of the aggro off at least. So I'm now going to move Lombardi up here. He's going to have to dash, which is a pain, but it's a necessary move at this point. You still only have 45% chance to hit, but there's a lot of aggro coming from this side, and I really want to start pushing people up. I'm tempted to take this shot and then overwatch the other guy, so we'll go with that. Nah, didn't work.
Adjusting sights.
That's a pain. Okay. So this dude's gonna come up here, at least we're not flanked. And casualty. Okay, that is a pain, but it's fine. We know why that happened. We made poor decisions. However, that one was a good one. Trust the Scottish person to, you know, make the first kill. What's your name? Charlie Hunter. Cool, I'm going to remember that. So Dunn is dead. I can take 45% to hit now and hope for the best. I'd rather have more than one chance at it. Okay. So that's annoying because we now at least have one more sectoid out there, which I think was over here. Hunter's going to move up here because I want to move him into better cover next turn, and then I'm going to overwatch. I'm pretty sure that that last sectoid is over here because it's the one that spawned up before. So Lombardi I'm going to have move into cover here and overwatch again in case they come in that left flank. No alien activity. Okay. Malkov's gonna move back down here. Hunter's gonna stay just now, and then Lombardi is gonna move through the church this way. Go to Overwatch. I've already lost one person in this mission, so I'm being very, very conservative because now the chips are down and I don't know where this person is. I spoke too soon. You're over there. Brilliant. So that was not an ideal way to carry out a mission. As I said, I really don't like that map. It's far too open. There's less decent cover. It's not a great starting map, especially when everyone's only in that basic armor. We lost one trooper. That sucked, but at least it was only a rookie, so the loss isn't that great. And welcome to the ant farm. So, Dawn done. got killed. So it's done. But we now have a heavy and a support. I don't like having too many heavies in the early game because when you think about it, like, explosives damage corpses and equipment dropped by Xenos. So that halts the progress that we can make in research. So having too many heavies is a pain, but having one heavy at the start is not a problem. The rocket is probably going to be my least used piece of equipment in the entire game until the late game when we have to deal with mutons and other armored units. But at this point, pretty useless. Supports, on the other hand, I love the hell out of, especially the fact we've got a Scottish support. As a Scotsman, I'm like, yes! We've got the Mad Squad out, we're gonna have them on the front lines. Actually, I believe I just said Mad Squad in a video, and I actually feel a little dirty for having said that. So, fun fact. And because Lombardi didn't actually kill anyone in the end, didn't get enough XP to level up, didn't get a class, so he's still a rookie. But we can take him on the next mission, and probably fine. Malakov's wounded, he's out for 8 days, but that's fine. We gotta train up more troops anyway. As far as first research projects go, it's a tough one. Xenobiology tends to speed up a little bit of everything, but I like to go with alien materials because it means I can improve body armor as fast as possible, and body armor is going to be what saves lives. The better our armor going into things, the more chance that soldiers will survive tougher situations. Weapons, you know, you can just grind out missions with less powered weapons, but armor is essential, especially in the early game where you're trying to survive against multiple waves of strong enemies. So armor is where I generally put my priority in the early game. So we're going to go with alien materials first. In a way, the voice actor who plays Shen reminds me a lot of George Takei, and that's not in a racist way. Just the way he inflects reminds me a lot of Mr. Sulu. So that's just a little tidbit of information about me that you probably need to know. First thing I want to do is get medkits, get them into the hands of my troops as soon as possible, because again, they're going to improve my survivability rate of missions. And another thing I want right off the bat is satellites. So this is going to be useless to me until I can build a satellite uplink, which will not need to wait till after the first mission at least, because I don't have enough engineers to do it. But this is definitely a priority in the early game. Get as many satellites out as I can, get as much money coming in as I can as well. Satellites in different places will also improve the amount of engineers I get, engineers and scientists. That will obviously help with manufacture speed and research speed, so getting that out in the early game is super important. So we're going to have that in 20 days, and that is going to be great. So that is basically everything I can do just now. So what we're going to do is go back to mission control. I'm going to scan for activity and see what my options are going to be in the next mission. And we've got our first UFO contact, which is odd. Normally I'm pretty sure you get like an abduction mission first, but here we are anyway. We are going to do a UFO contact over Nigeria. I suppose what I'll do is I'll do the actual contact part as part of this episode and then move on to the next. So we're going to send one of our Ravens out to deal with that. Just while this is going on, because, you know, there's not much I can do at this point of the mission. I first played Enemy Unknown on Xbox 360, and the fact that I'm playing it on PC and it looks super pretty is just the best thing. So I wanted to share that with you as well. It's so pretty on PC. It's really pretty on console as well, but I really like on PC.
Central, this is Voodoo 37. We have a confirmed kill on bogey 00.
The faster you get these UFO crash sites out of the way, the more like flight computers and power sources and stuff you can scavenge out of them. These are useful twofold. First off, they are things you can research, which boosts your tech that you can put into the field. And secondly, the broken ones you can sell on the black market in order to fund the rest of your operations. So we're going to hit this one. But we're going to do that in the next episode. So if you did enjoy this, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out and I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more in this series, hit subscribe. I'm probably going to do it daily. So there's going to be videos every weekday at least. And if you've got any hints for me or you want to like ask questions about the game, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer anything you ask. But until then, I will see you all probably tomorrow. Peace.